Two tons of fun. Well, alright. Two tons of fun. Well, alright.
Welcome to Two Tons of Fun. I'm your moderator, Mally. Today's topic will be pride. I kind of scrambled this one up and wrote it last minute, so we'll see how this goes. Everything go. How's everything going up there, Kaz and Quantis?
Heat wave.
Oh shoot, you're freezing.
Heat wave.
Are you on the right Wi-Fi, Kaz?
I think so. Well, you can't hear me?
No, it has started for a second. It's weird though. Why if both of y'all in the same studio? Why does yours?
I'm not on the right.
I told you. I knew it. I knew what it was. It's a heat wave, so it's hot in the. You got the air conditioner on in the studio?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What about in the world of DJ Quantis, heat don't bother you, right?
That's not hot.
He liked the heat.
It was because last time he was complaining that they had to feel like a morgue. You should be happy now. You got what you wished for.
It's not. It's cool now.
Huh?
It's not cool. It's 95 degrees outside.
I got a weird shot of the tape.
Ain't nothing cool about
Before the
that.
episode starts. Look, it's like pink on one side and blue on the other side.
95 degrees. What is it in Florida? I'm going to Florida at the end of the month. I gotta guess.
You'll go there and it'll be even hotter.
Let's
It's
see.
inverted.
Oh, that's nasty. That just tastes like pure sugar. Oh.
What tastes
Chase
like
that with
sugar?
some. The shot I just took out of this. Chase it with some tequila. All right, let's get into it. Start with you, Kaz. Name something that you've done in life or anything that you're like proud of.
Oh, something.
Something that you're proud of, you know.
I'm proud of my military service.
Ugh. Why?
I did a lot of things that I'm proud of in the military. I learned a lot about myself.
Weren't you like a spy?
I can neither confirm or deny. I learned a lot about myself, and yeah, I think I grew a lot in those 4 years. So I'm very proud of that. It's warmer. It's 83 degrees in Miami, 95 degrees, 97 degrees in Minnesota. That's ridiculous.
I don't think it's that hot here today. I think it's just like 90 something or lower 90s. We all might be in the upper.
It's almost 100 degrees in Minnesota. No, I'm proud of my military service. There's thousands of other things that I'm proud of, but that's definitely one of the big ones.
Okay, Quantis.
Name something. So something. I would say my children.
That's a cliche. I was expecting him to say something like that. Okay, something. Why? Is it a specific child or all of them?
All of the kids have done pretty good with themselves.
You didn't sound so enthused with that statement.
He's got to think about all 18 of them.
No regret when it comes to your 18 children?
If I had 18, but I don't have 18.
The 10?
So, yeah.
You sure?
Hello?
I can hear your sound is different than usual. It's a little bit more gainy in a few things. It seems like you've been playing with your sound or something.
Yeah, we were messing around with it because I'm directing a virtual play. I'm really excited. And one of the virtual plays that I was just in was just released last night, and got to see that last night. It was
share it to the group and let's see.
Well, I can't necessarily share it to the group because
y'all got copyright infringement rules and stuff like that too. It's just like the damn music can't play anything.
Yeah.
You
got to pay for it.
He's working with, yeah.
You got to pay for it. But yeah, it's a fun thing.
Can pride be a bad thing? Quantis, start with you.
Of course.
How so? Elaborate.
Well, like being arrogant.
Is that necessarily pride that leads to that arrogance?
The arrogance is, that's a form of pride.
Give me an example, because I was trying to separate those two words. I wouldn't necessarily merge those two. So like,
It's the difference of being, having a good estimate of yourself, and it's another thing to be very arrogant and
narcissistic.
Yeah, and that too much. It's like over pride, like overdosing.
But like how? But doesn't it take some level of pride and arrogance to do the
not arrogance,
impossible and think?
Not nobody has to be arrogant.
Okay, so are you referring to like when people they're like they boast to brag about like their accomplishments?
It's like being self-centered, like way too much. Like an arrogant or a prideful person, you could be bringing them a story about your life, and then they'll turn the story about them.
Sounds like you too.
I watched the meme. No, that's actually a lot of people do that because they're trying to relate toward the person's issue. They're trying to show empathy and they're trying to relate, and they use an example. I saw a meme about that. That was really interesting because there are people, that's how they try to empathize with individuals, and then they get labeled as arrogant or prideful. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah.
No, go ahead. Finish.
That's a perfect example.
Why are you eating on air can?
I needed to eat something because my stomach was.
What is he? It looks like fingers or something.
Chicken
my
nuggets.
Stomach was.
Are they nuggets?
Upset.
That's what it looked like. So can pride be the same question, Kaz? Can pride be a bad thing? And since you saying that people just doing it out of empathy or a way to relate.
Well, I don't want you to misunderstand what I was saying. I think pride definitely can be a bad thing. I think anything in excess can be bad. I think the important thing is learning how the people you're around communicate, but two, also having a balance, which is something I'm dealing with. I'm a person that has extremely low worth. Like I don't think very highly of myself. I'm getting out of that. And that requires me to be selfish sometimes. That requires me to be arrogant. That requires me to give myself a pat on the back sometimes because I was so far on the other side that I didn't think that I was worth anything. So I think it's all about a balancing act to where, hey, or read the room too, I do it a lot here where I plug in my stuff that I'm doing, but that's because we're live and I figure I can reach a lot of people. But if I'm in a small group of people, I'm probably not going to talk about my artistic achievements as much if I'm not with artistic people. So I think sometimes it is about reading the room, seeing what people are comfortable in. I don't think narcissists are prideful. I think they're narcissists.
I guess so, to an extent. So why do gay people call it pride? That was just random. Who it was.
Why is June Pride Month? I think it's the same thing with Black Pride, being proud of yourself, not being ashamed of yourself. The whole gay pride movement stemmed from an era of vile oppression. Started at the Stonewall riots, where a Black trans woman threw a rock at a police officer and started those riots. And the big reason why is to say, because people's number one favorite line is, hey, I don't care what you do as long as you do it in private. I don't care about who you're sleeping with as long as I don't have to see it. So Pride was this festival that said, hey, we're here. We exist. We're not just this figment of your imagination. We're not going to be hiding in closets and in parks.
Can it be too far and become a bad thing, though?
Like I said, it's got to be balanced. Everything's got to be balanced.
Okay.
Balance.
Enough of that. Quantis, do you take pride in certain things you do, like your work or other things around that? Since you said that pride could be a bad thing, but can it be a good thing? Like, do you want somebody working for you that does not take pride in what they do and is going to do super lackluster, super lazy, and just do it just to be doing it? Like, even like, you have a taste, like, you know that saying, like, if you don't cook with love, the food don't taste good. Like, if you have no pride when you cook the food, so is it always bad? Can it be a good thing if channeled correctly? What are you doing?
Something's wrong with my stuff, man.
You just can't fix it live. Just wait till we get off.
No, I have to.
Has to.
But
Has to.
Oh, what the hell?
He's very proud of his
he takes pride in the way he's
Has to.
It is what it is. Your sound is working. It's not as bad as that time you sounded like
No, it's not. There's a lot of stuff. I can't hear myself.
We can hear you though.
You're fine. You don't sound like that. One time you sounded like the senator from Maine. Like, that was the worst ever. It was like,
I think a good thing to do, Mally, though, is to define what pride is.
It could mean a number of things. I don't like doing that. I don't like forming things out that way. I wanted to rather ask questions and get what a working definition of pride is to a person.
Well, I mean, I think pride means so many different things to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you can have, if everybody's not talking about the same definition of pride, you might have a.
You're talking about the same thing. It's somewhere on the spectrum of pride. But he can't stop. You're not going to get that fixed right now. You had to do that in pregame.
It was, man. I should have never showed this nigga my box. Because now, ever since I took it loose, it's not acting properly.
Do you know what juice box means in the Urban Dictionary?
Come here, Baxter.
And then if you say, like, showing somebody your box in the rap song, it might mean something totally different. But you just leave it alone and just go with it. You just gotta have to talk. You can hear us at least, right?
Somewhat.
All right.
Everything is wrong. My sounds won't come through.
Yeah. And please don't yell because your mic is loud already.
Wait. He can't do that whip. That's what the real issue is.
Because my sound card is off.
That means, you know what that is? You probably not even in that microphone. You probably in your computer mic.
I don't know what it's
you don't sound like you're in your regular mic.
You're in a,
it's not.
That's not.
You're not on your regular mic.
You just gotta work with. You're not even using your sound box. That's something else.
Exactly.
That's in Zoom. Go to Zoom and change it to the V8.
It has nothing to do with that. My box is off.
All right. Well, we can hear you. You can hear us.
That's because it's picking another mic up. It might be the mic coming from my camera.
But we can hear you. That's all that's important.
It's not what's all that's important. I take pride in my stuff.
It takes pride. He's going to derail the whole broadcast until you can get it right.
It makes no sense. No, I came here early, and then now I'm on a compromise. I'm on time.
You came early.
I have perfect attendance.
When you came early, was it not working?
Half-ass and stuff.
He didn't know that's why I wasn't working. He thought his sound was coming through the other thing when he came in.
Yeah,
he didn't know.
It was the other thing.
It was another mic picking you up.
Yeah,
it'd be like that. Right,
you came early, but you didn't do a mic check. Oh,
he's getting angry. He's getting an attitude now.
It's gonna be angry.
That's the land of pride too, with that bridge behind him.
Atlanta's taking that spot.
Atlanta is the black gay pride. It's two different.
Yeah, what's up with the gay? What's up with that? Do they have a pride?
In Chicago, they do. In Chicago,
they divide the black and the white pride.
They don't divide it, but black people have their own. There are groups of black folks. There's a black pride in Chicago. There's the regular gay pride.
I remember I was working with this group called Gender Just. They were like all about that. This is my first time ever being introduced to that he him stuff. And then It's like,
I've
what's
never
your
been
gender
to Black
pronoun?
Pride. Black Pride, I hear, is like really,
I've never been
it's
to
really
any.
out there.
I've
You might
never-
just get pregnant walking at a Black Pride. You might not even be gay. Just get pregnant, easy.
What are you saying?
It's a little. I'm just gonna say, if you've ever been to Pride, Pride is
I've
a little.
I've never been to Pride.
Pride is regularly, and Black Pride is.
I never planned on going to Pride.
But you don't have to be gay to go to Pride.
I don't want to see that. They say it'd be people showing their titties.
I haven't
and
been to
stuff.
Pride in a while.
They say it'd be wild. People be showing stuff and skin out. I don't want to see that. I don't even want to see it if it was straight people doing the same thing.
You get into that age in life where you can't watch that filth.
Oh, I watch porno, but I just do it while nobody else is with me. Some shit's not made for the public.
See, that's why there's the Pride Parade. Because if the straight people, I can turn on the TV right now and see about almost every other commercial with a lady's breast in my face.
They cover the nipples up.
No, but her breast is in my face. They don't be walking around with their nipples out at the Pride Parade. They put tape on them. I've been there.
What the
They
heck?
don't be walking around with their penises out. They cover them up. They put a jock strap on.
I don't want
So
to make
little booty.
excuses. Just use it for an excuse
No,
to be.
you want to make excuse? Watch the Super Bowl. Watch the what's that? The Super Bowl game. You want to make excuses?
Only
tell
time
me.
a titty ever came out was Janet Jackson.
And that
No,
was an
I'm
accident.
I'm not talking about nipple. You don't see nipples at Pride at all. But you saw these videos. What was that? That wedding gush. That WAP had that video out just not too long ago. You got these commercials on regular TV every day. I'm bombarded with heterosexual nudity or soft nudity every single day. So save it for somebody.
Last time I checked, the majority of the world's heterosexual.
and that's fine.
You're gonna be bombarded with a whole lot of heterosexual.
So, but no. But your argument is that I don't want to see that nudity because it's supposed to be in the bedroom. Well, I don't want to see
heterosexual nudity in the
Then
parade.
stop supporting the Super Bowl.
They don't
Stop
do that stuff
supporting-
like that.
Yes, they do.
Well, I stopped supporting the
them
Super Bowl
stuff.
years
Anyway,
ago.
what's the next topic? I'm gonna listen to this. He not finna hijack this stuff with this pride. crap.
What? I'm glad you jumped in.
I don't
I
have no
had to do
choice.
something. I had
Pride
to do
done
something.
already messed up the dog on my sound card. Now I can't do no sound effects. This is stupid.
That shit's always loud in our ears anyway.
It really is.
It hurts my ears. You don't know. I don't think you know how bad that stuff hurts.
I'm gonna have to make him. I'm gonna have to be like that McFarlane dude and make him with my mouth.
That sounded weird. You making stuff with your mouth. All right, let's move.
Rank it.
Spank it.
I said, has pride ever made you? Do you take pride in your work, or has you threw me off? I forgot where I was at. Let's just move to the rank it.
As pride made, yes, of course, a bunch of bad decisions.
Such as
I can't mention them on the air. They involve children.
You too proud to.
Wait, no, don't say it. Wait, don't say it like that. That sounded worse. You made it sound worse. I can't say it on the air. They involve children. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that did sound weird. I think he's talking about his own offspring.
Oh,
Mhm.
I know. I'm just saying optics. Optics, my friend.
That's because you've been to too many parades.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you based off of the last time we got trolled. Optics.
I want everybody to know, don't call me fat because I'm presenting as a skinny person now.
No, you're not.
I am in my mind.
I'm gonna fuck what your mind say. You gotta.
Oh well.
It's the
I can
same
present-
thing. You gotta go post-op. You gotta go post-operation
No,
skinny. Don't get the damn
no,
surgery.
If I think it, I could be it. If I think it, I could be it. My pride says that.
Happy Pride.
Mhm. My pride. You need to get some pride.
I'm actually in a really good place. I have been I've been going through a really difficult time in my life.
Man, you speak like forked tongue. 1 minute you depressed, the next minute you in a happy place.
Yeah, I have
This is what it's like to deal with bipolar people.
I don't have bipolar disorder. I have
This
persistent.
nigga passed bipolar.
Let me tell you what I have.
Triple polar.
I have persistent depression, which means depression is my baseline. Okay, and sometimes I come up out of that depression.
Psychobabble. I guess we're gonna hear this on Wednesday on the sports segment with the sports psychologists that are coming on. That's gonna be a ball. Let me make sure I got my sound card working by then.
Oh, you going on that episode, Cass?
No.
Me neither. I won't be on that one. This is gonna be Quantis and
I don't know sports.
This is on cue.
And anything with dealing with Quantis is gonna be a headache anyways, because Quantis wants to go back to the ice ages and where the caveman used to drag the woman by the hair.
There's no such thing. That only happened in Europe. Nowhere else in the world.
Well, whatever. He wants to go back to the days where women stayed in the kitchen and that was it. So that's fine.
Let's rank these milestones.
Stop it.
Y'all ready? Let's rank these milestones. Graduating, marriage, getting your first job, retiring from your job, having offspring, owning your first car, owning your first house, or starting a business. Rank those as the level of what would make you most proud and how and what made you most proud of doing them in your life and the importance. We'll start with you, Cass. Let Quantis wait.
Well, I'm not gonna say how I've done them in my life, but
it's 100 freaking degrees.
The hell are you talking about?
I just look at the temperature. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's scatterbrain is showing.
Adult ADHD.
I guess well, I guess graduate. You kind of employment, graduating, home ownership. Well, car ownership. Hell, car ownership. No. Employment, car ownership, graduating, marriage.
Oh, that was a good one for you?
No, I'm not saying I'm how I did it. What they mean to me is different. Like, yeah, I value marriage a lot.
I do too.
These are tough to really. I'm having a difficult time putting these in some order.
Well, that's the goal. That's supposed to be.
I would say I'm just going to do it how I've done it in my personal life. So, employment, car ownership, graduating, marriage, home ownership, starting a business.
Then one day retire and have the kids. Okay.
Offspring and retire. Yeah. Retirement's last. I mean, I think it's a big milestone, though.
I want to retire early.
Like, what's the most important? Retirement. to be able to be self-sufficient and retired and not have to deal with anything. If you're retired, you have a lot of those things already.
Yeah, I think everybody should be aiming to retire early. It's ridiculous for people to be working like a full 40 hours in the goddamn 60s and 70s. It's ridiculous. That's not fair. You should be able to. That's how we should.
You should be able to work. If you want to work, go to work. But if you don't want to work, I don't want to work. I want to retire today. I want to sit down in my little studio, write books and record things and sell it, and not have a mortgage or a car note, and just.
I think our work week is antiquated. It needs to be fixed
from time to time.
Yeah, our work week is antiquated. It needs to be fixed. It's still stuck back a century ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. Go ahead, Quantis.
Rank it. I don't care nothing about graduating. I feel like the education system is messed up anyway. I was smarter than half my teachers.
Shit.
Especially the one with the big boobs.
Car ownership. That's the one I like. Car ownership was my first milestone. And I outright own the car, not a note. I like being married, home ownership, starting a business. It's very important. And children. children, contrary to even though they hate you.
Why can't hate you?
When y'all be getting beat up and stuff, I hate you, Dee. Oh,
What do
I
you mean
wish
when we
you
be
was
getting beat up? What you
dead.
talking about?
Cause y'all don't appreciate it till you get old.
Talking about? Nobody ever told you they hate you.
Oh shoot! When them girls used to live with me in country club, man, please, they hated me.
Yeah, that's just their
Some of them
bad.
still got some residue from that. Shoot.
Hate is a strong word. Maybe is disappointed and
No,
not as
they actually use the
proud of
word.
you as they wanted to be proud of you and they weren't. Maybe that's what it was.
They use the word. You don't understand. Yep. Starting the business, that was a proud moment when I got my first restaurant. That was nice. Yep. That was nice. Home ownership was good. I don't know. Retirement. I'm getting ready to come into that. And, it's not enough money.
Just because you're supposed to save up all the time you're working. You supposed to, minimize all your bills, supposed to be paying them.
No, the Social Security is booty. That's booty, man. You gotta
But
do
Social
some.
Security is just supposed to be a safety net. At least
And
that was
then
my
they got
understanding.
holes. Then they got a lot of holes in it.
At least that was just my understanding of it. It's not, the aim is not to get Social Security.
And then
on one side he's all this gay pride. Then he sound like a Republican. It's supposed to be a safety net.
It is. That was.
You know how many old people have worked all their lives? They didn't have pensions, and they have to rely on Social Security.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's for them. It's for the people that don't make enough. It's for the people that weren't able to have those opportunities to have a 401k or a
This guy
pension.
come from, man? This guy.
But hopefully, my goal
they have literally destroyed the pensions in this country. Those things are almost non-existent.
I mean, my personal goal is I'm building into my 401k. My goal is that I hopefully don't have to withdraw from Social Security.
What's sad
and save it for those that need
our
to.
government officials.
You better take all you can get out that shit.
Don't get Social Security. The government officials don't get Social Security, but they want
yes,
to control.
They do. What are you talking about?
I'm saying they have retirements. They have,
and they still get their Social Security with that.
I'm just saying they don't depend on it.
They allowed the private sector to raid the pensions when those people take over those companies and they raid the pensions. This is a whole.
And that's not true. I need somebody. That's not true. So some government officials don't even have Social Security taken out of the check.
Everybody gets Social Security, even billionaires. It's a universal program. Everybody gets it. People that didn't even work get it. They just get the minimum. Then it's a pay into system. Everybody gets Medicare and Social Security.
The system makes 150,000%. You pay into it your whole entire. It's basically doing what you should personally be doing with your money. You're putting your money aside.
Yeah, it takes 7% out of every check, and it makes the job paid to match the other 7%. That's how it works.
But what I'm saying, for me personally, I got into the 401k game. Now, if I need to take my Social Security, then I need to take it. But my personal belief would be, if I'm financially well off by the time I retire, what the hell am I going to pull on Social Security for when it's someone else that actually really needs that?
It doesn't change their benefits. Take your damn Social Security. Don't be stupid. Anybody out there listening to this dumb shit, get your damn Social Security. If you're a billionaire and then you don't want it, donate it to charity. Damn it, do it that way. Don't do no shit.
No, because there's only so much money in Social Security. So if all the people who start taking Social Security, then they don't really needed it, start taking it, that depletes the amount of reserves that is in the Social Security
your benefit
fund.
number gonna be the way it's gonna be if somebody take it or not. Don't believe that shit.
No, I'm not saying
I'm not saying is a Ponzi scheme.
Listen, I'm not saying the amount of money I would receive from Social Security would change whether if I take it or not. I'm saying that there's a set amount of money in the Social Security fund. If all the people that really don't need it start taking it,
versus the people that do need it. That's granted, it's not going to change how much they get, but a lot of people keep saying there isn't going to be a Social Security in 50 years because the money's not there.
That's Republican talking points. That's bullshit. The money's there. Now, what is messing up Social Security is like a lot of people, like, you know, what do you call it? Gig economy jobs do not pay into it because they get 1099s, right?
Yep,
so they don't pay payroll taxes. So that is hurting that a little bit. Medicare is more so the one that's messed up because of the scams that the healthcare industry is running, and they really are charging too much for healthcare in this country. So the amount
we got to start teaching people how to start planning for retirement. You need to start planning for retirement when you get your first job. I think a lot of people, a lot of households, a lot of families, they don't like to talk about death. They don't like to talk about wills. They don't want to talk about estate planning. They don't want to talk about retirement. They don't want to talk about 401ks. They don't want to talk about none of this stuff. And then by the time you want to know about it, or you should have known about it, it's too damn late. I don't got enough money. I don't got this. Or so-and-so dies and everything's in freaking probate.
Do you think that's due to pride?
Oh, I think it's definitely due to pride. People don't want to talk about it because people think they are going to live forever, or that it's not going to be a problem. If that was a problem for your grandparents, that's not going to be a problem for mine.
Wow.
You know, I think that definitely correlates to prideful behavior.
So you think a lot of if you had to guess, what percentage of disputes and things of that nature come due to pride, like all these falling outs that people have, and you think they can just resolve
99.9%.
Yeah, pride does get out of hand a little
Pride
bit.
holds people back from getting their blessings. Pride holds people back from having resolution. Pride feeds miscommunication. Willful pride. And I'm talking about personal pride. So not to get too confused with the gay pride. That lets me be an individual.
They say the gay pride is holding back the gay community. Once you get rid of this pride.
There is, you know what? But there you could say that. You could say the gay pride is holding back the gay community because there's racism in the gay community that really rarely ever gets talked about against brown and black and brown people. So yeah, you could say that fits. Pride, when it's taken to the level of pure narcissism, will prevent you from being a blessing and being blessed. Yes.
It's tough. It's tough, though. It's tough because sometimes...
I said pride at the level of narcissism.
I'm saying, you got to be... Elon Musk is probably narcissistic as hell to think he can create an electric car company.
And how many people...
that's going to compete with gasoline and take over the industry, but Tesla worked.
Tesla kind of works.
It's working. It ain't done yet.
They're getting recalls and everything else. And who is it helping? Who is it benefiting?
Talking about regular cars get recalled.
Is it benefiting the common person?
Yeah.
It's not benefiting my ass. I can't buy a Tesla.
They're working on the $25,000 price point one. So we'll see. And you ain't at the very least, you can't kill yourself in the garage with the carbon monoxide anymore.
That's the other thing. I was reading about electrical cars. I mean, I think
you get an extra trunk space. You don't need an engine anymore under the hood.
Segment 2.
What?
You know, he has a sort of.
Y'all done got off on something. It's not even the subject.
Right. We've been talking about
that was right there. You said what? What did
Segment 2. I can't even hear right.
You can't hear us?
He can't hear right.
Yeah, I can hear, but I can't hear myself. I hate that.
That's so damn narcissistic.
I don't understand. I haven't had a monitor in my ear for forever.
I hate it when I
hate the monitor.
No,
unless I'm singing.
I've gotten used to it, but I prefer to hear myself. I hate that I can't hear myself.
That doesn't bother me.
It's weird because I can't gauge my voice in comparison to y'all's. So like I don't got like this final mix thing. So it does get weird. Like, that's why it took me so long. After like what 3-4 episodes.
I don't know the level of my voice right now.
I'll let you know if it was bad. So you're good.
That's not the same. That's like if somebody's singing, you want to be able to hear so that you can blend and not raise your voice.
He's an orator. He's used to hearing himself. He's an orator.
It's the type of headphones you got. They got some headphones that let you Because you talking right now, shit, you got those noise canceling on. Those noise canceling headphones kill everything. All of your sound around you. If you switch the type of headphones to just one ear or something, maybe. Like sometimes I'll do this when I can't hear. Like do like this, Quantis. Let one off your ear a little bit.
No,
And then
he wants to hear it through the system.
He's got adult ADHD, autism, or something. I don't know. No disrespect to anybody with autism. We think it's okay.
We all have attention deficit, especially when the stuff y'all talking about is booty.
We was talking about
Tesla. I'm not gonna never. I'm 62. The only electric I'll probably see is the electric chair.
That wasn't the thing. We were saying that to lead somebody, it takes a certain level of narcissism to think that you can change things or innovate things to that level.
No, that's not narcissism. That just means you're trying to be a difference maker.
Yeah, but how many people? Most people gonna be like, whatever. We're gonna let things go the way they go. We've been using gas cars forever.
That's like with the profession that I have, with the calling that I have. If I didn't have the sense of self-worth, then I would not try to correct people that's been doing this stuff for thousands of years.
Yes, which means you're using some level of pride and narcissism.
It takes my mentality to be able to go in there against people that this is just the way it's been for thousands of years, but you've been wrong for thousands of years because that's not what this says. So that's why
but you said that in that other episode about this men been on top for thousands of years.
Exactly.
And it's gonna never change. But then when it's
he's what you call, if it's advantageous to me, it's right. If it's not advantageous to me, let it be. Let it roll.
Due to his
pride. Because that's what you got. The whole he, him, the whole pronouns is advantageous people. I'm never gonna saying that. I'm not gonna use those words. I'm gonna say it this way. Blah blah blah.
That's sword cuts both ways.
But you know what, Sean? Here's a comment. This is a good comment. This we need to teach preteens about finances, budget, stocks. We wait too long. Sean, one thing I learned, in order to teach somebody, they gotta be teachable.
Yeah, some of them had too much pride to learn. They so hard-headed. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they
don't want to learn from you. They'll learn from somebody else's parents.
The exact same words, too.
Yeah, probably
the exact same words. It's so much it's not so much that I think young people they just don't want to hear from you. They don't want to be vulnerable in front of you. It's a whole, and which is I'm dealing with is on topic because it's dealing with pride. And that's a whole pride thing. I've caught myself in those situations where I'm like, well, I don't want to listen to what my mom's saying, and I turn right around. Someone else tells me
the same thing.
Gung ho, yee-hi-ho. I knew I was going to get this done right. And then my mama looking like, that's what I told you to do anyway. Whoa.
Have you ever gotten over your pride and apologized to your mama?
You know what I hate is when you give somebody an idea. You give somebody an idea and then they come back with your same idea like it was their idea.
That's a super.
Oh man!
I don't even know if that's pride. That's just a non-listening ass motherfucker. Like,
no, your pride. You gotta keep your pride back if you wanna. Because I want to tell a person, man, I'm the one thought of that, man. What are you talking about?
I was thinking about that the other day. I'm in this writers group, and sometimes their questions be kind of like, I'm like, they're trying to steal my ideas. They're like,
are they white people?
They're like, no, it's
they are the kings of that shit.
It's a black group. It's a black group. It's called the Black Screenwriters Group, and I mean,
white people steal your stuff all the time.
Man, guess what I thought of, Kaz? Hey, you ever heard this thing called PC?
They like come up with a sad story in 4 words, and I got one. I ain't gonna say it on live because I don't want y'all stealing my shit. I was in the middle of typing it. I'm sitting up there typing it in, had it almost ready to hit the send button. And I said, wait a goddamn minute. Someone's gonna steal my idea. I'm not putting this on there. I said, sometimes you do. You do gotta be careful with what you share with folks.
But is that too much pride too? You got so much pride that you won't even release something into the universe, even though you can do something else. You might be helping somebody else.
Called in the Bible. It's called "Don't cast your pearls before swine." You got to be careful about revealing the left hand to the right hand, because some people will see it's cast is right on that.
Some people are nefarious.
They will steal your stuff, man. In a minute, and next thing you know, it's
it
on
don't
TV.
matter, black, white, Chinese, whatever. They will steal your shit and say, and go to the copyright store, copyright it. And guess what? I've looked it up. Is it, can you contest that? Yes, but it's expensive. And then you got to prove timestamps and everything else. It's
they
very
said that
difficult.
happened to Madam C.J. Walker. She stole somebody's hair product. They said that wasn't her product.
Now, and this is what I do tell people. I'll be telling people, I advise, and I give, I'm an advisor, a consultant. So I consult people on some things sometimes. I was consulting this person, and I was letting them know. And I said, well, look, I said, this is what you can be doing, this, that, and the other. This is what you should do. But if you don't do it, you just want to do it this way, I'm going to do it because this is going to make some money. So I do give people a little bit of a disclaimer. I say, hey, you could be doing this, this, and this. But if you don't want to do that, I'm going to do it because I can turn something into something. Now, if you're
an idea thief, too.
That's not being an idea thief.
We all still in some form of fashion.
I'm consulting you on your opportunities. Yes, it branches off of your original idea, but then if I say, hey, you could do this, this, and this, and you say, no, I just want to do the status quo.
Copyright only come from stealing some exact long, lengthy portion of something.
I mean, come on. Everybody that stole the same sitcom story. It's a family with 2 boys and a girl and a dog. I mean, damn stories we got like that. They're out there. It's what you do with it. So, I mean, I'm not completely, but some of my stuff is very nuanced.
That last play you did, I came from a conglomeration of ideas. PC.
Yeah, he said it did.
That was my play, the one I wrote.
See? And the nigga called on the phone, wake up, Uncle Q, wake up and listen to this.
If you look at my script, if you look at my script for that play, it says written by Kaz Lauren, inspired by Malachi Gibson.
Oh, he wants his name on there is what he's saying.
I don't want nothing.
He said, Uncle Q, you woke up Uncle Q.
Yeah, so you can read shit. Give me an idea. And guess what happens? When I go up there to accept my Tony, you're gonna be one of the first people that I thank, if not the first. I want to thank my late Uncle Grant for doing all this.
How you just killed them all?
I'm all in you, man.
He said you wanted to do a funeral on them. He said you want them dead.
It's not gonna happen. The ones you want dead, they don't die, man. They won't die.
I do not want you dead. Maybe that's why I'm trying to do it in your head. Maybe I'm trying to keep fighting, to keep pushing forward. If I keep saying you're gonna be dead, you're gonna keep fighting and having that fight in you.
I don't believe in that reverse psychology bullshit. Encourage me.
It works on Quantis. Reverse psychology is how you get Quantis moving. That's all I do on Quantis is reverse psychology.
I don't like that. I like more direct stuff. Which
how you think this studio got built? This studio got built on reverse psychology. What the hell? You can't build that. What do you think you can do? Quantis showed me.
Yeah, can
you imagine free advertising?
Who, me?
And see, Pepsi not gonna say nothing. They're not gonna block the show.
I bought this shirt. It was on sale at H&M.
The stupidest people.
I would never buy that. Well, you really? Yeah. Why are you wearing that shirt?
It was on sale for like $4, and it's a nice shirt. The material is good. So, but
you got some
like the same shirt in white would have cost 4 times as much. So
okay, then get you some black dye. Dip that shirt in.
I don't even drink pop.
But you're a walking billboard. You're like the epitome of capitalism.
I'm practicing now. I'm letting advertisers know. If you want to get on the tons, you send me a shirt with some money.
They're gonna say what I need to get on the tons for. You gonna put me on the tons already.
No, see, when I was growing up, like shirts like that, they used to give them to you.
Yep.
Like all
They
the
still
companies.
Yeah,
They
see,
still
you
do
gave
that.
it
have
to
to
me.
buy
I paid
somebody's
$4 for it.
brand.
For
You
something that would
didn't.
have
It was a.
more.
If you saw somebody with a name brand of a company on their shirt,
That
you
was a
thought they
gift.
got it for free. But now people pay to wear somebody's brand. This is the craziest
It was
thing
on
I've ever seen in
sale.
my
It was
life.
on sale. H&M had a closeout thing. And it was for
I'm
like
not just
$4.
talking about pets.
Capitalism at its best. Capitalism at its best.
Like folk Gucci. I don't want your name all over my
Really?
bag. That's crazy.
Anybody's name is gonna be my own name.
Exactly.
I'm
That's
about to.
crazy.
Hey, ladies, I think I'm gonna make me a line of bags. Kaz Lauren.
You might sell because people like putting other people's names.
Okay,
Now,
that
if you
was
want
a
to talk
good-
about pride,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
no pride. It's that you got to put somebody else's name to make yourself feel good. That's crazy. I'm not wearing Ralph Lauren or Gucci or nobody to make me feel good. Then you pay these crazy prices to wear somebody else's name to make you feel good.
And you know what's
What
really
the
fu-
heck is that?
you know what's really funny? So a lot of the stars that do wear those things, they're given to them for free.
Exactly.
Or they're given to them on loan. Cause ain't nobody except for these like
Not the rappers.
They stupid. The rappers are some of the stupidest celebrities out.
no, the rappers
period.
do this. They're not that stupid. I'm gonna say this.
Not the some of the smarter
A lot
ones,
of the
but it's a
people
bunch
that
of
have
dummies, man.
gotten famous off of social media, I will say, are stupid and will be broke shortly in life. But I was watching. You saw one of the plays last night that was about social media with the guy on the couch, and he was taking the pictures. And he's like, if I put it on social media, people are gonna believe whatever I want, regardless of the real reality. And I think that's the era we're in. People are very cognizant of what you put on social media. Like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what? If people knew how lazy my little brother was in the condition of the room that he sleeps in, and I put that on his TikTok, maybe his attitude will freaking change.
See, that's almost like a form of goobing people, man.
And that's what I thought too. I was like, damn.
I've been personally.
I said that too.
He's anti-goob. He's been personally goobed.
I said, damn. I said that is kind of like trolling somebody, and that's not right. Or it's no different from like the parents that like publicly humiliate their kids and shave their head online. But at the same time,
I'm going to defend
what
those
else
parents.
do you do when you have created? They have created
I don't
a
know.
whole
I would say
entire
it's all
fake reality.
case by case, and you would have to know the personal circumstances because I don't know. Some parents, that might be their last stand with their kid. Because I remember.
I agree. That's what I was sitting here saying. I'm like, well, what can you do?
When I was young, I was a fuck up in school, but I used to be embarrassed when my parents come to school, so I had to stop fucking up so they come. So they had.
But now the kids don't.
My
care.
mom sat in school with me for one whole day one time, man. I was so embarrassed. You know, my mom had a big butt, so all the kids look at, oh, your mom got a big ass. I'm like, man, I'm be so embarrassed and cry.
Ooh, don't let my mama come nowhere with that shelf.
You weren't embarrassed when your mom came to school for you?
Oh. My mother loved, my mom. And
I was so embarrassed with my mom.
See, they thought my mom was my grandmama. She had me so late in life. They thought it was my grandma. She didn't come to school a lot. My dad would have to take off. They thought my dad was a white man. And that was really embarrassing.
My dad looked like a white man. When he slicked that, especially when he slicked that hair back, he looked Italian.
My dad looked like Guido or something, man. Hey, what's going on, my boy? Hey.
Did he do talk like that?
Did he really talk like that his whole life?
Yes, my boy.
Oh, my boy.
You must do better.
Yeah, this is still good.
My dad is the godfather.
He always told the same damn story when he was trying to teach you an example after fucking up in school. What did he tell me? I think I was suspended. I had to stay with him one time. You know me, I've been with everybody because I used to get suspended from school a lot. And he was just like, you wouldn't have been here if somebody didn't turn around and see me when I fell off of that Navy ship. I'm pretty sure all of us done heard this story. Like,
no,
he said that shit every time, dude.
My favorite thing from Grandpa was, there's no quick fix. You always want a quick fix. You can't get a quick fix. No quick fix. You have to lose weight. People been telling me to lose weight forever. You lose weight. No quick fix. You have to work hard. I was out there one time. I was out there doing them wood chips at the mansion, putting the whole park in. And this is what I don't get about kids today. This is an example of pride, a good example of pride. I wanted to learn how to play the piano. I still don't know how to play it, but I wanted the piano.
You half-ass played it.
I half-ass played the piano, basically. But I'm not. I would never call myself a pianist. But I wanted a piano, and I knew my mom wasn't going to buy me one. Those things are expensive. I knew she couldn't afford to buy me one. My aunt was telling me she was getting rid of her. She was going to put it out on the street. I said, well, if I do these wood chips for you, she said, well, if you do these wood chips for me, I will give you the piano. So I said, okay. Now, this was it's a big old little playground I was putting it in.
I remember it.
Piles of wood chips dropped off. I got a wheelbarrow. I got a shovel. I put all them wood chips in that playground. My grandfather saw me down. He saw how hard I was working for something I wanted. Kids today, the generation today, they have this idea because social media has created alternative reality that you are supposed to work for those things. But I had enough pride in wanting a piano and wanting to learn how to do something different and understanding that the only way that I could get this is if I did this.
You trying to get that microphone up?
That's why I'm talking so long. Normally he would have shut me up.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into this last segment and get close to wrapping up. It's already 3:00.
Oh, it's already 3:00.
Time flies,
Praise
man.
Jesus.
It always goes fast. Which is more difficult, letting someone know that you're proud of them, or letting go of your pride and asking for forgiveness?
Letting go of your pride and asking for forgiveness.
Yep.
So you tell people you're proud of them all the time?
The ones that I'm proud of.
I said, like, it's so weird. I'll use an example from something recent. I was outside drinking with some neighbors, and then like there's one of my he don't live around here no more, but he was around. He was drinking and stuff. I was like, oh man, I'm proud of you. You stopped doing that street light stuff, and you got all this. This dude started like kind of tearing up a little bit. And she's like, man, nobody never say that to me. I was just like, dude, that's so proud.
I don't know.
You taking care of your kids. You trying to be. You didn't got married. You doing this and that. He's just like, I was like, yeah, I know it might not mean that much, but I'm just probably like, it mean a lot to me. You don't understand. Nobody never really say that to me. I was like, damn, this nigga gonna have a breakdown. I wasn't trying to have no Dr. Phil moment.
There are a lot of people out there like that. I was having a conversation with someone earlier today, and I think there is a lot of guilt. I think a lot of people. That's why I was having a conversation with trying to mentor, trying to do something positive with my life. Trying to explain to them that everybody doesn't communicate with you the way that you want them to communicate. And maybe someone not being able to do something for you may have something to do with what they're going through. We're all human beings. And society, for some reason, makes it moms and dads are superheroes. Grandparents, and they're real superheroes. And all these people aren't human and don't struggle with depression or pain or loss and grief. And that has been something that I have been really trying to access. But I think when you hear, like, when you look, even with myself, being proud of myself, I had a friend, I told her about the play that I was in, and she said, I hope you're proud of yourself. And I said, damn, I guess I should be, because it didn't resonate in your mind. You're doing all these things, but when someone like you comes up and tells a stranger or someone that you see doing something good, that means a lot. It means a lot to hear.
Well, I didn't start doing that until because I used to rarely say that thing to anybody, but I maybe about 4 years ago, after I had a friend that was murdered, I never really told him how I was proud of him and stuff. So I was like, damn, I gotta. So I started communicating and getting better at that over time. Just like he was like, oh, you said something nice on my birthday to me or something like that. I've gotten better at it. But in the past, there's no way in hell I would have done that. 3, 4, 5 years ago, no. Yeah, you would never catch me telling anyone I'm proud of them. I'm like, whatever, nigga. You supposed to be proud of yourself. Do what you do. And it's this more coarse, callous way that we've been brought up and taught not to express our emotions so well, So I had to teach myself that. Now, letting go of my pride and ask forgiveness, Still working on that one.
They both easy. They both easy for me.
You be asking for forgiveness?
Man, I mess up so much.
I'm not talking about to your God. I'm not talking about that. I ain't talking about that's the burden. I'm talking about no. Going directly to a person you offended.
You are almost one of the most stubbornest people I know. Don't sit up here and say I just ask for forgiveness.
I didn't give nobody no pass that won't go speak to the person, but they'll go pray to God and ask for forgiveness.
No,
won't go pray. Go ask their own.
You could ask the people that you know that are mutual, and they will tell you that. Now, just because you ask for forgiveness, don't mean people release you.
Okay, so it's two parts to that.
See, my thing is this: if I ask for forgiveness, don't bring it up no more.
So are you asking for forgiveness just to not give?
No.
Get it brought up no more.
My thing is, if somebody asks me, I'm not bringing that up no more.
Okay, but
that's you. Forgive and forget. Everybody doesn't forgive and forget.
It's more than just the acts. Are you doing things to atone and doing actions aside of the?
I'm doing it because I actually feel bad.
But I'm saying, is it actions coupled with that show gestures and movements towards you changing?
Man, me and Kaz was talking about that this morning. Just like when you go try to get on probation, and if the when you go to that probation hearing, if they don't feel you contrite, you got to finish your sentence. So it's not fun. If I ask you, I'm already feeling some kind of way to even come to you. I'm not gonna come to you if I don't ask that because I don't feel I'm wrong.
But keeping with that probation one, so they ask for forgiveness for those families. Then they do community service and they do other kind of works coupled with it. It's just not. It's more the words. Words is just one part of it. That's just the first step.
I gotta preface this because Quantis is leaving out some stuff that we were talking about. That probation. When we were talking about that, I was saying I'm like the public defender. I'm out there hyping you up. Now you as the defendant asking for forgiveness, come up there. I done negotiated a deal with the DA, got you butted up, say you just got to get out there, apologize, show the work you've been doing, and you get out there and you say, what the hell you talking about? That's why you get your probation revoked. You don't get your probation revoked. So you can ask for forgiveness all you want, but if you're not doing the work
exactly, that's
required to be forgiven, what's on you?
I've gotten better at it. I have been asking more people for forgiveness because you know me, I'm always good intended. I have good intentions, but I can't get blow up real easily.
For me, it's not the asking for forgiveness. I can pretty much recognize when I'm wrong. Me and Kaz blow out in 5 minutes. I'm coming, man, forgive me, man. We it's like that. My thing is with a nigga that I know ain't feeling it, and I gotta release him. That's the part right there. Well, I know this nigga ain't contrite.
Yeah,
it's
like when the parents force the kids to apologize for something they did. Yeah,
for me, so you're talking about forgiving. You're talking about the forgiving aspect.
Yeah, the forgiving aspect.
For me, I don't got no time to hold no bitterness in my heart. Whether you say you don't mean it or not, I am not going to carry that with me. You can carry that, not me.
This is how I mean it. I mean it like this, Kaz. Okay. From a legal aspect, I can forgive you.
I'm not gonna fuck with you.
But from a reality aspect, forgiveness is really for a person that wants to be forgiven, not for a person that's trying to get rid of a guilty conscience or somebody that's contrite about it. They really feel bad about what they did to you. That's a whole different situation.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
than just legally forgiving somebody. Now I understand what Kaz is saying.
Yeah,
so I don't got to be having you in my space. I'm forgetting about it basically because I don't love you enough to hate you.
Yeah, and if you only
my whole thing is I don't love you enough to hate you. But you're not really forgiven until you really are contrite. Even though I legally forgave you, you're not legally forgiven if you harboring this stuff in your heart towards these people.
But see, that's my thing. Forgiveness, and and asking for forgiveness.
That's a semantical
Those
thing.
are both individual things. A person that is ready to be forgiven will be ready forgiven when they forgive themselves.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I can forgive anyone that's done wrong to me, regardless if they're ready to ask for that forgiveness, because I'm not going to sit up here and expect you to change or expect something different from you or allow you to negatively impact me. You're not edifying me. I can forgive you. I can learn from those lessons. See, and that's the other thing. People think, well, I've forgiven you. That means everything goes back to normal. No, that doesn't mean everything goes back to normal. That doesn't mean that I forget the damage that you've done to me, but it means that I don't allow this to control my life. And I can let you back in my life, but it's going to be on a
okay. I get that. All I'm saying is this. The reason why people have forgiveness in the first place is supposed to be for reconciliation. That's what it's supposed to be. But sometimes things go too far and too long where it's irreconcilable. I get that.
I don't believe in irreconcilable.
No, I
then you talking out of you just talking.
Yeah.
You just saying two different things. You say I forgive you, but I'm not gonna mess with you no more. That's irreconcilable.
Not what I said. I said it's gonna be piecemeal. I'm learning.
You just said it 5 minutes ago.
I said it's gonna be piecemeal.
God, I know what you said. The audience heard.
I said I'm not gonna fuck with you. But not in the aspect of I'm cutting you off.
Reconciliation. Then.
I don't believe in cutting people off.
I didn't say that. I said reconciliation, meaning to restore to what it was.
Oh, yeah. That ain't happening.
That's not possible in a lot of places.
But
because that requires, in order to restore something to where it was, that requires two people.
What are you drinking too?
I am drinking.
I knew some of y'all niggas ain't even like because that's what I said.
No, I heard you. I heard you loud and clear.
The initial motive behind it is to restore.
Yeah, and then I think Quantis is talking about the people that's just trying to fake restore, but they don't really mean that shit. That's all he's saying. Like they don't mean it in their heart. They don't mean it.
That's just like Malachi is forever my son. You are forever my nephew. We are going to have some semblance of a relationship. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be to the point to where it's irreconcilable.
That's what I just said. I have relationships with everybody.
But it shouldn't. But sometimes it does get to that point, and a lot of times
we had to take breaks from each other, and we'll get over it later.
What I'm trying to say is I don't have any.
All I'm saying is a probation period.
What I'm saying is this: I will wait at the out of the jailhouse. I'll be out there waiting for you when you're ready to come out. I ain't gonna be sitting up here running around the jailhouse saying you need to do. I ain't gonna when you ready to come out the jailhouse, I'm ready to be there. It's not for me. That's why I said it takes two. For me, I've already let it. I've already got into the place that I need to get to.
I can forgive you, but at the same time, if I don't feel your heart right, I am not fucking with you. I'm done.
I'll wait for you outside of the jailhouse.
I'm not doing it. All right.
There's one person in my life that I'm still outside of the jailhouse waiting for. She won't come out. Evil ass bitch. Won't come out.
You keep bringing her up. Leave her where she at.
Where you gonna get out the jailhouse? You gonna wait until you die? Because you're on death's door anyway. You've been serving a damn life sentence.
Hey, Kaz, she be out of jailhouse, man. That's another word, but I believe
she's gonna be out of jailhouse and in the grave pretty soon. I'm gonna be right there at the funeral. I'm gonna be right there at the funeral too. Shoot.
All right, let's wrap it up. Let's get our final thoughts. Kaz and Quantis, and then we can end it.
My final thoughts. Happy Gay Pride, everybody.
Hey, Quantis, let's end this. What are you doing? Can you hear?
Yeah, he's trying to do those clicks.
No sounds. You don't got them. Why would you're gonna drop some in your. You're gonna drop some in your mouth right while we're trying to end it.
Hey, man.
Not over here. We can't.
You can only hear him in your ears. We can't hear him. We can't hear anything. So just go on and say your final thoughts and let's end it.
Y'all can't hear that?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
you dancing and shit. Can't even nobody. The audience don't even know what you moving for.
They wrong. They wrong for that.
Go Go ahead and land your thoughts, or are we just gonna end it without you having the final thought on pride?
I'll let them know. Oh, all I want to say is y'all tune in tomorrow to Sports on Cue with moderator Sean, myself, and Termite.
And what else
On
is y'all
tomorrow,
doing
we're gonna
on
be talking
Wednesday?
about fantasy sports, and then Wednesday we have a special segment with some I don't want to say psychiatrists or some psychiatrical
Some people from that profession. Okay,
from that profession, and we're gonna be talking about sports psychology.
All right. Thank you guys, everybody. We'll see you guys next week at 2.
My blanket's coming together.
That's enough to just cover one
I
arm.
look like
you
the
gotta...
Swedish flag.